Hey, howdy folks. We are here on Reclamation Road on the west coast of California. I want you to know, when we're here interested in resuscitating and repurposing your town, it's not just about the buildings, it's not just about developing social capital, but it's about talking story. And I think we're starting to lose, along with the great disappearing act of the 21st century, the middle class in our small towns goes the stories with them. And some of those stories go a little deeper than who built the town, who the town was named after, who built that barn, who built that mill. It's also about who was digging this dirt before any of us, let's see, who were the sodbusters came into town. By golly. We are going to talk with my good friend George Snyder, who's going to give us some history of the Coast Miwoks and let us know about the folks that lived here for thousands of years before we got here. And then we're going to tootle on down the coast and see our good friend Lloyd Kahn in Bolinas, California, the place that refuses to have a highway sign.
The shells through here, these are all seashells, clam shells. And they come from Bodega Bay, because this was a Miwok campsite.
This was a Miwok campsite. Yeah. Can we check the interior digs here?
Yeah.
I mean, like, have you got a flat screen TV in there?
No.
Check it out. The Miwoks lived in coches, right? Redwood bark things, right?
And inland, they that was along the coast. Inland, they lived in earthen houses.
Right. And then what about the Choctaws? Did they live in teepees?
Oh no, we had cabins. We had like...
We had cabins. You're like the uptown Indians.
The cabins were 200 years. And they're all Baptist.
Speaking of comfort, you know, here we are, the day after solstice in rainy California. Here's what I want to know. You know, I mean, as we tootle on down the highway here to Lloyd Kahn's in Bolinas, we're going to drive by some cool California houses and some cool houses on the beach overlooking the ocean, but the Coast Miwoks were here, what, how long ago? 2,500 years?
Oh man, they say about 10,000.
10,000 years ago.
About 10,000 you're talking about. And one of the things about the North Bay, the Miwok territory went from Duncan's Point, Duncan's Landing up here, right, past Sonoma, and then down around a bit, butted up against like Patwins and Wapos and Pomos up that way.
Right.
We came around all the way down along the bay, down to Sausalito, and around the coast all the way up. So it's pretty good territory. The
matriarch, who's still here, Gloria Armstrong, right, who we hung out with on the float, she said that Petaluma meant the place of the sloping ridges.
Yeah, she's Miwok and Wapo too.
George,
well, Bud,
thanks a lot, buddy.
Good to see you
now
again.
I'm going to tootle on down the coast.
Well, good traveling.
Go visit Mr. Lloyd Kahn.
Say hello to Mr. Kahn.
I certainly will. Thanks, George. All right. I'm here very happily with Lloyd Kahn, who wrote way back in 1973 one of those beautiful things we almost refer to as the Bible, Shelter.
Well, you know, I started using used materials in probably 1960, 61. And Cleveland Records was in San Francisco at the time, and people really weren't, they had a huge yard full of lumber, and people really weren't using used stuff. And then later, much later, when I quit building domes in 68 or something, you could go around in San Francisco in debris boxes and pick up these doors here, these, you know, 8-light, 10-light doors. Yeah. People were tearing them out and putting in aluminum. And so there was a lot of used materials around.
That's why I named my business Heritage Salvage, because I'm into salvaging the heritage just as much, too, you know. Yeah. Never mind the patina. I mean, like, you know, to replicate this patina, you know, go ahead and get your faux painters out, right?
Well, the shakes are off the beach. When I came here, you could get redwood logs down on the beach. And when the tide went out, I'd go down with my truck and cut up the log and split them into bolts and throw them in the truck and bring them back up here and split them. I love splitting shakes almost more than anything.
I do. Yeah. A wooden mallet and a shake
bowling
throw.
pin. A bowling pin.
Yeah, bowling pin is perfect.
You know, the Indians had the siding of their longhouses was split. I mean, like I've seen pieces of cedar that are 10 feet long. You want to come in the house and look at some used materials? So here, I'll show you guys around.
Comfy place.